I ended up going back to see Superman today. I am sure this would be the last time, but the reason I went back today was to see it in 3D, and seeing it in 3D, it makes a huge difference. Like it was almost like seeing the movie for the first time. I haven't seen a movie in 3D in a long time, and this movie really took advantage of 3D. I mean, right from the beginning, I felt like I was like standing in the Arctic, and just everything, like all the this like the city, all the characters, like everything just like stood out, like so realistic. Like if you haven't seen it in 3D, I think that's the way to go. I think this movie was pretty much filmed for 3D. Just looking at all the different scenes and all the different things that are happening, seeing it in 3D was like probably the best experience I've had, and I think this is one of the best theater experiences I've had. So, out of the 5 times, this was one of my favorite times seeing it. And the other thing I got was the Dairy Queen Superman Blizzard. I got another collectible cup, and that Blizzard's really good. It's been out for a month or two now, so I'm not sure why it took me so long to get one, but I have had a couple of them so far, and I really do like the Blizzard, the Superman Blizzard, and it is, I think, a really kind of cool idea that you can have a Superman Blizzard and then see the Superman movie. I really like those type of crossovers and merchandise, not fully merchandise, but I like those type of marketing things, like especially something like a Blizzard or something that you can really, like really experience, and then it kind of makes the movie even better, I think. So, I've got the Superman Blizzard, and I've seen the Superman movie, and in 3D as well as Screen X and regular AVX. The only theater I didn't see it in was our IMAX, but for our theater, the Screen X is basically the IMAX. Like it's basically the same size. Our IMAX is not big. It's more like an auditorium. So the screen is big, like, it is a big IMAX screen, but it's not on a huge level. Like the Screen X is probably for our theater comparable. And at least with the Screen X, it's a bigger theater, so you can get a better seat usually. And I do like how the screen lights up on the sides. Would I guess the best thing would be maybe seeing it in the AVX or the IMAX in 3D. I think that is probably their best experience, but I've seen it in most of the theaters, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I'm thinking that is maybe the end of Superman because it's already August, and I might see the new Fantastic Four movie. I wouldn't mind just seeing the space elements. I'm not really crazy about some of the characters, but I will maybe see it just to see what it's like. But in terms of Superman, I was happy with Superman. The more I see it, the more I like it. There are a few things that I wish could have been changed, but overall, I think it's the best Superman movie, and for me personally, the best Superman movie, and I think it's one of the best performing Superman movies. And I do hope that we do get to see some of these characters again, and it will be interesting to see what they decide to do with this new DC and what other projects might happen. I'm not sure what those will look like. We know that Supergirl is coming out next year, and that does look interesting to me. For me, I'd like to see a Superman Part 2, and I'd like to see these characters evolve, and I'd like to see even more detail with it, and I'd like to see some of the certain parts, like certain things I'd like to see maybe toned down a bit, but that's just me after seeing it 5 times. I remember, like, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, like that was a great Superman movie. And then because my theater's in a mall, there is a Dairy Queen there, and they still have. I noticed you have to be careful because if you order one of the Blizzards, they might not put it in a Superman cup. So one person, the first time I got the Blizzard, I saw the she was putting it in a regular cup, and I actually said, like, no, like, I want it, like, I want the Superman cup, and she fixed it. And then, but then, so I've had 2 of them, and then the next one I said, like, no, like, I want that in the Superman cup. I know it sounds kind of strange, but that's like, to me, that's the whole point of the Blizzard, is getting the Blizzard in the Superman cup, and then going to see the Superman movie. So, like I said, I'm quite satisfied. It's a great summer movie, and it can definitely, I think, hold up to some of the movies that are out right now. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to see the new Marvel movie, but I will probably check that out, at least just to see some of the space scenes and see what it looks like on the big screen. But for me, I think Superman was a success, and I'm glad that we got to see it, and I hope that they do make more of these movies, and definitely doing some of the tie-ins, and with Dairy Queen or some other. McDonald's is another good one. I think they have the McFlurries and stuff, and that would be a good marketing one, I think, as well.